This video and its contents are for adult collectors.
Elon Musk wants to buy Hasbro, supposedly. Let's talk about this a little bit. So this all stems from a screenshot that people have been sharing around. I actually went on to Elon's Twitter and screenshotted this myself. Someone talking about Wizards of the Coast not caring about what Elon or other old school D&D players think, and I have to imagine that this is relating to some kind of D&D update. This is relating to something about that. But Elon replied to this with, "How much is Hasbro?" And this sent everyone who is in a Hasbro fandom, the G.I. Joe guys, the D&D guys, Wizards of the Coast guys, Transformers guys, into a little bit of a frenzy. So I kind of wanted to talk about this and see what would happen, at least as a Transformers fan. What would this mean if Elon bought Hasbro? Now, first of all, I want to preface this with, I don't think that's happening at all. I don't think Elon is buying Hasbro. I don't think he's even really thinking about buying Hasbro. Does Elon need a toy company? No, he does not need a toy company. Would he buy Hasbro just to get D&D? He said he would, so who knows? But I don't think that he's actually going to. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think Hasbro's going to sell to him. I don't think Hasbro's looking to sell unless the offer is huge. So that's what I'm thinking. As a Transformers fan, what would this mean? From what we know, Elon said that he wanted to buy Hasbro specifically to secure D&D. That's the thing. And real talk, I think Wizards of the Coast needs a complete overhaul. That's my personal opinion. I think that as someone who worked in a game store, who worked directly in the trading card industry, or at least on the distribution end to the players, directly with players, I think Wizards of the Coast needs a total overhaul. I think the way they pump out product, I think the way they do product, I think Magic the Gathering is bad. I think that they need to fix whatever it is that they're doing with Magic. That, I think it would be a good thing if Wizards got overhauled. That's what we know Elon would do. We also know that Dungeons & Dragons does not have the greatest track record lately. If you guys remember the whole Dungeons & Dragons 1 or the D&D 1 scandal, the thing where they were like, oh, you have to use D&D Beyond and no third-party stuff. That happened fairly recently, a few months back. So D&D, whoever's on the D&D team really, and they listened. The players screamed and they listened. I do think that it would probably be good for Hasbro to kind of look at that division, that department, and be like, hey, we need to do some changes here. That's my personal opinion. Of course, I'm just a guy looking from the outside looking in. So now what would it mean for Transformers? I would hope that Elon is smart enough to look at the Transformers brand team and design team, the Transformers team in general, and look at that and see that the fans are happy online, see that the fans are enjoying the stuff that they're making, and just be like, hey, you guys keep doing what you're doing. As long as you're doing what you're doing, you're fine. And I honestly think that the Transformers stuff, I don't think the Transformers team would really get touched. I think G.I. Joe wouldn't get touched. I think Power Rangers would get sold off like that. Like, I think Power Rangers is gone if Elon gets their hand on Hasbro. I think if Elon gets his hands on Hasbro, I think Nerf is changing directions. I'll be so real. I think Nerf would change directions. But I think as far as Transformers goes, I think Elon would really leave it alone. I don't see a problem with I also think Ghostbusters would get sold off. That's another thing. I think they'd drop the Ghostbusters license. But yeah, Transformers makes money. It's one of Hasbro's biggest money makers. G.I. Joe, another big money maker. Same thing with Nerf and Peppa Pig and all the other like big top Hasbro brands. I don't think Elon would get rid of any of those. Like the top 5 brands, I don't think he would get rid of those. And Transformers is Hasbro's moneymaker. Like, people go to Hasbro for Transformers. That is what it is. And as long as the working relationship with Takara still works, then Transformers is in. That's what I think. I know this was a really quick one, but this is kind of just to, unless like more talks about this come out, I don't think we as like Hasbro fans or Hasbro enjoyers or people who enjoy Transformers, I don't think we have a reason to worry unless Elon really starts like actually seriously putting in offers on Hasbro and we hear anything about that. That's when maybe it's like, okay, well, what is happening now? If you thought Hasbro layoffs were bad, you're gonna think the Elon layoffs are worse. But yeah, I think we're okay. I don't think this is a serious tweet. I think people kind of blew this out of proportion. So yeah, that's my take on it. Hopefully this is just tweet. Hopefully this is just talk. But we shall see in the coming weeks. We'll know probably before the end of 2025 if this is real. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a bit of a shorter one. It's just to kind of put everyone at ease, because I don't think anything's going to happen. I think everything's going to be fine. At least if we're Transformers fans, as long as, you know, Elon is smart enough to recognize that the brand team, the design team, and Transformers team in general is doing their job, we're in the clear. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. Don't forget to check out this video over here. Don't forget to check out this video over here. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession. I'd also like to thank my Patreon supporters, Grim Lockdown, Luke Thompson, Max Devonshire, and Proton Collectibles. Thank you for supporting the channel.